Now, for the good stuff. 10, I got tips of how we're going to live a stress-free life, or at least put our stress to rest. And one of the major things, and this is coming from some statistics from the National Stress, I think it's like .org, but we're saying that based on the statistics of stress-related causes, the number one issue that we need to do is to start doing the things that we put off. Whether it be booking a doctor's appointment, whether it just be cleaning up the house, or whatever it is that we're putting off, that causes a lot of stress on us, and that stress can affect our health. So that's tip number one. And to bring on, being that this is an icebreaker moment tonight, this lady, I've talked to her, she's been nothing but filled with excitement to get up here. And I think she's going to do a great job. But Illa Howard, your icebreaker, come on up.
Well, I'm excited to be here with all of you guys today, and I spoke with many of you before, so I feel like you guys already know me a little bit. I'm not one who usually likes talking about myself, so you know about as much of me as anyone else does. But I'm going to open up just a little bit and share a little bit with you guys today, although not the minute I was born. That's just too hard. So, I recently got the opportunity to travel. I went on my very first cruise and traveled outside of the U.S. for the very first time in my life. I got to see some amazing places. I got to go to Roatan, Honduras. I got to go to Belize, a couple of places in Mexico. And I got pretty tan, as you guys can see. Right? For me, this really is. It's this, and then the next shade is bright lobster red. So I'm impressed that I didn't turn into a lobster. Anyhow, I'm in my early 20s, and it's been a time of a lot of major life decisions, a time full of personal growth for me, and I'm currently working on my bachelor's degree. I'm going to be graduating here in May, so I'm very excited for that as well. I also just finished submitting law school applications, and I tell you, they want to know everything. I mean, a colonoscopy would have been less intrusive. In any event, when you're filling out law school applications, a lot of them want what's called a personal statement, which I realized, because I was doing these around the same time I was writing my icebreaker, is a lot like an icebreaker, except worse. I know what you guys are saying. What's worse than an icebreaker? Well, at least with an icebreaker, you guys laugh at my corny jokes. I'm speaking amongst people that, if I screw up a little bit, they'll still smile and tell me I did good, right? Unfortunately, with law school applications and writing my personal statement, I'm writing an essay for a group of people that literally hold my future in the palm of their hands. So, it's safe to say I was absolutely panicked. I thought, they have to shift through thousands of these essays probably a day. And sure, I can write about why I want to be an attorney. I can write about some obstacle I've overcome. But anything I write, because I'm not that original, somebody else is going to have wrote about, and probably much better than I can write. So they're going to be like, get out of here. But, so I was panicked and I was going, oh my goodness, what am I going to write about? And it really made me think, why is it that I want to be an attorney? I mean, they get a bad rap, They're the butt of every single joke. Who do people dislike more than attorneys? Car salesmen, maybe. Maybe. So, but even more than that, the statistics on job dissatisfaction among attorneys is really high. And even worse, the statistics on depression, suicide, and alcoholism among attorneys is just staggering. So why would any sane person want to be an attorney? And then I went, that's it. I have the answer. I'm just crazy. But unfortunately, that's probably not the best opening line to an essay to try to get admitted into law. So I went, I'm going to push that idea over there for a minute and think about something else to write. So finally I realized the reason why I want to be an attorney is because I want to be able to affect change and aid the public. And I believe that being an attorney would be the best way for me to do that. I'll actually be the first woman in my family to pursue a doctoral level degree. Unfortunately, I believe that my family doesn't have the same, I guess, values you could say, as I do when it comes to education, particularly for women. They're very religious and kind of old-fashioned. And actually, when I first told them that I wanted to be an attorney and go to law school, they said, that's great, it's wonderful. And unfortunately, they were not happy for the reasons I thought they would have been happy, or the reasons I would hope they would be happy. They said, law school would be a great place for you to meet a husband. You'll finally find someone who's not a complete bum, who will be able to take care of you and your future kids. So law school's great. And I just shook my head and thought, you know, this is really offensive. But I'm excited for the opportunity to be able to affect change and change that standard. And that is a big reason of why I want to be an attorney. So that is what I decided to write about for my personal statement for law school applications. And I really do think that I was able to get my passion across in that essay. So I'm excited to see where I'm admitted, and I'm excited to start a new chapter of my life. Thank you very much.